So this is the stuff that I'm currently reading, or a lot of it, mostly the Marvel stuff, because the other um, long box has the DC stuff. But I'll go through this, and then I'll go through my other two boxes because I did think that it'd be interesting to see my single issues because I've had a fun time collecting these over the past 4 years, and yeah. So let's begin. So, in this DC or this Marvel box, I have it beginning with my Daredevil stuff. So I got the first four issues. I mean, the only four issues of Daredevil Black Armor, and I'm pretty sure that they're doing a sequel to this with DG Chichester again. And I'll be honest, I did enjoy this book. I like the Black Armor suit, and I think this is probably the best suit. I mean, best story for it because, well, what else are you gonna read? Fall from Grace, Root of Evil. Not very good stories, but this was pretty good. I like this one. And then, so yeah, these couple stories up front are a bunch of like miniseries related to Daredevil because I would like to have all the Daredevil I can. So I got the 4 issues of Daredevil and Echo, but I've never read these issues personally because I don't know if I really care. I think these were only put out because of the Echo show. But so there's 4 issues of that. I'm not really going to talk about that because I haven't read it. However, I do want to talk about these two minis that I'm about to show off. So we have Daredevil Gang War by Erica Schultz. What an awesome story. I think Erica Schultz miniseries for Daredevil are great. She writes a really good Elektra. I think she understands the character. Oh yes. Oh, I forgot I put them together like this because I just kind of wanted space for more comics. But yeah. So sorry. The miniseries that she wrote after that was Daredevil Woman Without Fear, but don't be mistaken with Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil Woman with Fear or Without Fear. This is a different series, but once again, it's by Erica Schultz, and I like this series a lot more than I liked the Gang War stuff, so I'm quite happy with the content or the writing style that she has. Oh yeah, that new Punisher showed up in this run, and that was cool seeing two versions of characters that we know normally like to go at it, but in different forms as Elektra and what is this guy's name? I can't even freaking remember. I haven't read that series. I've only read him in this, and this is such a cool cover. Yeah, I'd recommend anything or these Daredevil by Daredevil by Erica Schultz series. You could probably pick them up in trade right now. I think there would be one for Gang War and then the other one called Woman Without Fear. But so those are like my Daredevil minis that I have. I have more coming, but I just haven't gotten them yet. But I'll show you that at least the first issue later. But this is the mainline Daredevil now, or the current ongoing, and well, I'm not a fan. I'll be real. I really want to like this series. I'm trying so hard, but like the first couple issues I enjoyed up until I think it's issue 5. Yeah, because issue 5 just starts a string of cameos. We got She-Hulk, then Daredevil. Doctor Strange, my bad. And then Wolverine. I think this is a cool issue. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of all the freaking... I don't even remember this cover. But I'm not a fan of the cameo issues. And then we got the oversized issue 8. Oh, and I just pulled out issue 9, so this should be in front. But whatever. I thought the Giants... I can't remember where the giant-sized Daredevil goes. But I think this story was about the Kingpin. Really, honestly, can't remember. This, like I said, it's a very mid-series, and I don't think Saladin Ahmed understands Bullseye as a character. I don't think he understands Daredevil, like this one, Elektra as a character. Like, I think Erica Schultz miniseries are much better, and I've said that, and I will continue to say that. I honestly wouldn't mind if she got the reins to write Daredevil after. Because I'd like to see some good Daredevil stories. We got that with Chip Zdarsky for such a long time, and I mean, we went from Mark Waid to Charles Soule to Chip Zdarsky. Like, oh, what a string of writers. However, okay, so we got through my Daredevil stuff. Now we're moving on to some of my Moon Knight stuff, and the start of this is some of the Moon Knight miniseries. But I don't really care for Moon Knight miniseries, to be honest, because I'm more of a Daredevil completist. I got a lot of Moon Knight. The only Moon Knight stuff I'm missing are the 2 Moon Knight by Mark Spector omnibuses. But other than that, I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of it. These black, white, and red blood are like the only black, white, and red stories I have. Once again, I know I said that said blood, but yeah. But after those, we got the mini series by David Pepose, which is City of the Dead, and I did enjoy this story. I think David Pepose is a very underrated writer at Marvel currently, and I think he needs more work. Marvel should give him more stuff to write. Because I've enjoyed his Moon Knight, and then I also enjoyed his Savage Avengers. I should probably read his Punisher, but it's just not Frank Castle, and I'll be real, I don't like Punisher as a legacy character. I think that he should be his own thing, and I think he should, yeah, well, I'm not going to get into the Punisher discussions with the skull and all that. However, I digress. So, after these Moon Knight minis, we have a big chunk of Moon Knight right here, and oh man, this is probably my favorite part of my collection besides my Venom stuff, for singles, because, well, I've been collecting this Moon Knight by Jed MacKay since issue 1, but mine's a reprint. I remember I accidentally got this issue water damaged, if you can see, and I was so bummed, but yeah, it's fine. And I know one of these issues is like the middle came apart, but yeah, I think the issue that I started reading it month to month was issue 4. And just like, look at this cover by David Finch, right? I think that's Steve McNiven. But what an artist. I mean, like, these covers are sick. I got some really cool Moon Knight covers later. But this Jed MacKay run, I love it so much. I saw someone, I had a conversation with someone in the comments recently of my collection, and he said he wasn't the biggest fan of Jed MacKay's Moon Knight. And you know what? I can understand where he's coming from. But I think this is just such a nice blend of Moon Knight stories. We get the Moon Knight from Lemire references and Warren Ellis references. We got, oh man, this is a great issue. This is the Devil's Reign tie-in issue of Moon Knight. But, oh, awesome. Yeah, but Doug Mensch Moon Knight callbacks. Oh, this is a really cool issue too. And who else? Charlie Houston, Colin Bunn. So, like, this is just like, it's an amalgamation almost, and I love it so much. What a good run. I was worried that this was this series was gonna end at issue 13, because that seemed to be a common trend. Because the Lemire run's not that long, and then right after him is Max Bemis, and that one's not that long. But I'm so happy that this continued. And it continued a long time after issue 13, so I'm quite impressed. The mid-stock, like the beginning arc, like those first 13 issues are quite awesome. I still like the rest of the run afterwards. And, oh yeah, this is a cool one too. I think people should pick up that omnibus or the trades, however you want to get this Moon Knight by Jed MacKay stuff. It's also another thing, I think it also gets a bit of, not really the show in it. However, I'm pretty sure there is an issue that kind of references the show. I think it's not this issue, is it? There's an oversized issue where, no, it's not that, where they introduce Lila into the comics. Layla, is it? Layla? It's one of those. Man, such good storytelling. I love these books. I honestly, even though I have them in singles, I might pick the omnibus up because I feel like it'd just be easier to read because I don't want to go into my box and pull them all out. But anyway, this is the issue I'm talking about. This issue introduces Layla into it. It's a thick issue. Issue 25. I enjoyed this quite a lot. And also kind of ties into the David Pepos Moon Knight City of the Dead. So I think that's where that spun out of, but I wasn't putting it in between this because I didn't want to break it. Oh, the mole, man. Nice. Yeah, so this is a really good run. And it lasted till issue 30, I believe. Yeah, it did. This is the cover to the omnibus. I picked this issue cover because it's Greg Capullo, and he is one of my favorite artists in comics. So, yeah, and then I saw that the omnibus picked it, so clearly Marvel liked it just as much as I did. So that's the final issue of Jed MacKay's first run on Moon Knight. But then after, he had a maxi series called... Oh, that's an annual. Never mind. But Vengeance of Moon Knight. And once again, what a good story. I hope that the next omnibus that they put out for Jed MacKay, because I feel like he's going to have two, he will have to because of Vengeance of Moon Knight and Fist of Khonshu. But these Vengeance of Moon Knight issues I enjoy. And I just, another thing, you'll see why I like them. They tie into Blood Hunt. That's not why I like them, but I like them because of the variants I have. Like, I got the Scotty Young variant that I like a lot. You're about to see my favorite cover that I own. I love this. Moon Knight versus the Aliens. I love the Alien series, so this is great. I think those are the only... no, and this is another variant cover. It just looks cool. And Coke. I like Coke. Yeah, and that ends with issue 9. I don't have the 0 issue of Fist of Khonshu, and yeah, I was confused about the legacy numbering, but then someone told me that I missed the 0 issue, and I don't know how I missed the 0 issue because I have a pull list, so the comic shop should be making sure I get this stuff, but yeah, I have the 3rd issue as well, and I'm going to get the 4th issue soon. So that's my Moon Knight stuff, and then we move to Punisher. So I remember when this issue 1 came out, I was very excited just because, like, I love the Punisher, and this was when I just got into collecting single issues, but I don't like this series. I think a lot of people do, but I am not a fan. I think it's trash. There's cool covers, but, like, I do not like the storytelling of Frank as a kid. I don't like the way his wife is written. I do like the design. I'll be honest, this design is sick. Let's see if I can find out. Yeah, there's a cover that... Oh, that's a cool design. Don't get me wrong. And, like, I'll reread this. Maybe I'll change my mind in a couple of years. Because there are cool things in it. But, yeah, I am not the biggest fan of it. I didn't even read... Oh, this one's a really cool issue. But I didn't read the final issue of... Who wrote this? Was this Groenbeck? Oh, right. These Punisher War Journal books are good. You can get that in trade. This issue I hated. And Daredevil's my favorite character, so it's sad. Yeah, I thought they were going to end up doing a Punisher Daredevil crossover for the Red Fist saga. That's what I thought was going to happen, but it never happened. And I was excited because I was like, oh, I have both series, so it's perfect. Man, and I remember when they introduced the design at the end. Oh, actually, I don't want to spoil it, so... But I do like this design. I don't care for the series. It's very violent. I like that. I like the violence. But they're much better Punisher runs. It's a cool cover. Where's the ending? Yeah, this is the ending. As you can see, it's not taped because I haven't read it. Because I heard that the stuff at the end... I don't like the stuff at the end. I know what happens at the end and don't care. But we're about to get to my second favorite part about my collection. This is all Venom comics, I think. Yeah, it's all Venom comics. So Venom got a new #1 in 2021, at the end of 2021, with Al Ewing and Ram V and Brian Hitch, and I was so excited to get the this book or this series. I love Venom. I actually own every Venom series you can buy. Obviously, I don't own them all in singles. This is the only run I have in singles, but I got the all the Venomnibuses, or the 3 Venomnibuses, and then I have the rest of Venom collected in trade, I think. And my 3 deluxe editions, I guess. I'll call them deluxe editions, even though that's DC's thing. But when I say deluxe editions, I just mean the oversized hardcovers. Sorry, I haven't been talking about this Venom run. I was just talking about my love for Venom. I think it was this issue when I knew the series was very special. I loved this issue. It's so cool. The series is very sick, I'll be honest. There are some things that I didn't like, but it's mostly good. Eventually, though, Ram V and Brian Hitch leave the book. I think Brian Hitch left for Ultimate Invasion with Hickman, and then I believe that Ram V left because he was writing Detective Comics. Also, I love this issue. Kang is very important to the Venom series, probably because at the time we still had Kang in the MCU. Like, that even looks like him. But that's a sick design for Venom. Yeah, this stuff with Kang I really liked. Oh, man. And then the stuff with the Garden of Eden, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. This is because I'm reading it in trade. I've been reading this for the past 4 years, so I don't remember everything. But oh man, what an awesome series. That's a sick design. I think that's Sleeper, right? But cool. There is something that this series does introduce that I find kind of goofy. And when I get to the issue, I'll let you know. But oh yeah, and there were tie-ins to Dark Web that I think actually benefited this story. It does, like, these tie-ins aren't really important to Dark Web if you weren't reading Dark Web, but I did read Dark Web. So, and when I talk about Dark Web, I'm probably not gonna have nice things to say, or nothing to say. Yeah, there's a couple issues like this. I like this design for Normie. It's sick. But yeah, and then after the Dark Web stuff, we get back to the good stuff. Ewing started writing a lot of it because of, like I said, Ram V left for Detective Comics. So Ewing started writing a bunch of the series. Oh, that's the Contest of Champions annual from 2023. I didn't read that. Yeah, there's so... Man, I like this series a lot. If they put out an omnibus for this, which I think they will, especially now that this first part of the series is done, I'll probably pick that up so that I have a way to read it easier, like I said with the Moon Knight stuff. Same thing with that Daredevil by Solid and Ahmed. Even though I'm not a big fan of Daredevil by Solid and Ahmed, I'll still get the omnibus when they make it, which is awful. But yeah, back to this series. When Doctor Doom comes, oh man, I love the Kang and Doctor Doom stuff in this stuff. Like, look at how thick this book is. Actually, you can't tell how thick it is, but it's an oversized issue because of the anniversary. But like, oh man, the stuff with Doom, loved it. Yeah, so this was what I was talking about that I kind of not a big fan of. So Torun Grombeck came to replace Ram V, and I don't have an issue with that. I'm just not a fan of the story that is told, because, well, yeah. This was in November? I don't remember that being in November. I still haven't even watched that movie. Never going to. Man. Yeah, it's still cool covers. Oh, this is one of my favorite covers in the series. Oh, there's still so many. Oh, that's another cool one. Yeah, and then there was the crossover with the Carnage stuff written by Torun Grombeck. I didn't read the Carnage issues, but yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. I think I understood without the carnage issues. I don't think they're that important. Or, yeah, and then tie into Blood Hunt. Oh. More tie-ins to Blood Hunt. I think it's... Oh, yeah. And then we get to the final couple issues of this Venom run. So this starts the final arc. Oh, why the heck is all new Venom right here? That should be further back. My bad. I'm going to put that back there and then hopefully organize that later. So, yeah, and then it leads into the Venom War, which is it's fine. I like Venom War. It was fun to read. I probably preferred these backups by Torn Grombeck. I mean, not backups, but the tie-ins. These Venom War tie-ins for Venom were really cool. Well, Venom War was just a fighting series, and I mean, I like action, so that was cool. But yeah, I have the Venom War put in the proper order because I think that's honestly the way that if they make an omnibus, I hope they would put it in this order, and not put the series at the very back, or like Venom War separated. Because I feel like they're all like these issues are very integral to at least the very end. I think so. This is the final issue of this Venom run by Al Ewing, even though it says Torn Grombeck, but yeah, because right after this is Venom War issue 5, which was the end of Venom, and this was cool because Ivan Coelho, I posted a video on Instagram, and then Ivan Coelho reposted it, and then yeah, that was sick. But so there's that. And then my very final issue in this box, for now, is all new Venom issue 1. And I really enjoyed that. And because of this one, I had a brief conversation with Carlos Gomez, who seems like an amazing artist. Yeah. So those are my singles for this Devil's Reign long box. My most recent additions to my long box should be Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu issue 3, which fits right there. And then we have all new Venom issue 2, which goes in the back. This was that other Daredevil by Erica Schultz issue that I was talking about. This is the Red Band issue, and I like this one. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm happy with this. Like I said, I wouldn't mind if she now were to write the next Daredevil series. I just hope they find someone that will carry on the legacy of amazing writing. And the other 2 issues that I need to put in here are issue 16 of Daredevil and issue 17. Yep. Whatever. And they go right there. Perfect. All right.